Good morning. I'm Robert Jackson, an English teacher here at Cross Creek High School, and I'm excited to be able to share with you today my Thanksgiving memory and a dish that's very important to me. Thanksgiving's always been an important holiday for me because in 1962 I was born on Thanksgiving Day, and so my parents often referred to me as their little turkey, and I don't know that I like that title, but that's what I always got. So in 1985, my grandmother passed away, and that was a very instrumental time for us and our family because Thanksgiving was her most favorite holiday, and it was not uncommon for us to have 60 to 80 people in her little bitty country home. But my grandmother was adamant that she would do all the cooking. She said nobody else could cook like her, and so she had to make every dish herself. So when she passed away, my family was really talking one day, and they said, "Oh no, we're not going to have Thanksgiving dressing anymore, so what are we going to do?" Well, I had spent many summers with my grandmother in her country home, and so my grandmother wanted to make sure that one of us could cook, and so she always trained me in the art of cooking the way she did. And so luckily I was able to maintain this recipe in my mind, and we just went from there. So my dressing's a little bit different, I guess. We're from way down south, and we live in South Carolina in the country, and so my dressing begins about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. We always have to make fresh cornbread. It cannot be from a mix. It has to just be from cornmeal and flour and things mixed together. And I'll take that cornbread and I crumble it into a bowl, and it's actually my grandmother's Tupperware bowl that I still have, and so I'm able to keep that. And then we make fresh biscuits, and after they're about 2 days old, I crumble those and mix them in with the cornbread that I already have. The next steps are kind of tedious. My grandmother did not own a food processor or anything of that nature, so I had to cut celery and onions to her perfection, which were very, very small and very tiny. I then take the celery and the onions, and I put them in butter and I saute them until they're really, really soft. And then I start to add those into the mixture of the two breads. After that, I like to take some drippings that have come from the turkey and I mix those in with that, and then I add more butter, and then I start to add my salt, pepper, and some secret ingredients. But I will share one of our ingredients. My grandmother was a firm believer in using chicken seasoning in everything that she did. So between adding chicken seasoning and adding cream of chicken soup and sometimes cream of mushroom, I would always be able to pretty much copy her Thanksgiving dressing, and it was always something that we looked forward to. And my daddy and my uncle were very happy when they tasted my first batch of dressing because they said it brought back so many memories of being at their mother's home with all of us. And so I'm just thankful that I've been able to carry on this tradition of making dressing, and I hope that you'll be able to learn something from what I've done today. But I want to leave you with a thought. Thanksgiving to us as a family was not about what was on the table. What was more important to us is who was gathered around the table so that we could share our blessings that we had been given throughout the year. And it was a very special time for all of us. And I hope your Thanksgiving will be as special to you as well. Thank you.